When designing, designers need to think about issues of safety to themselves, the manufacturer, and the end user. The designer and the manufacturer have moral and legal responsibilities for the products they create. They have to make sure that their products are safe for the specific group they're designed for. Safety is essential when you make a product, from wearing the right protective clothing to being careful with tools and machinery, and handling materials and waste sensibly. The Health and Safety at Work Act says that employers are legally responsible for the health and safety of their employees. It clearly states that workers must work safely using safety equipment provided.
Risk assessments are important throughout the design process. This means identifying potential hazards and putting precautions in place to minimize the risk. For example, warning signs and putting guards on machinery. During the design process, assessments are carried out on the product to assess risks to the end user, while the manufacturer assesses the risks to workers during the making process. The Consumer Protection Act is designed to protect consumers from harm. It states it's the designer's responsibility to make sure that their products are as safe as possible for the user, and manufacturers have the responsibility to make sure that the product isn't contaminated, has the correct safety warnings, and must recall the product if it is found to be dangerous. If this is not done, the designer or manufacturer could be in trouble if someone hurts themselves. Which is an organization that carries out product testing and consumer campaigning through a magazine and website. Companies want to have good comments from Which as consumers trust them. Which covers consumer issues and aims to promote informed consumer choice when purchasing goods and services. They do this by independently testing the products and offering honest feedback and advice.
In school as well as in industry, safety tests can be carried out to ensure safety. Research the materials carefully and test them. If you use the standard components, they will already have been tested by the manufacturer. When making prototypes, you can carry out real-life simulations. For example, checking that holes in a rabbit hutch door aren't too big or fingers can't get trapped in children's toys. If you're using electronics and electricity, you need to PAT test the product. This stands for Portable Appliance Test. If making furniture, select the right materials and you can stress test them to see how well they withstand an impact.
Once the designs are safety tested, a designer and/or the manufacturer need to protect their designs from being stolen by other people. Trademarks are distinctive logos, words, or slogans which identify a particular company or products. For example, the Golden Arches and Ronald McDonald represent McDonald's. Trademarks are shown by the trademark symbol, the letters T and M together. When trademarks are registered with the Intellectual Property Office, these are shown with the registered trademark symbol, a letter R in a circle.
Patents are granted when a new product is invented. They allow the inventor to stop others from making, using, or selling their invention without the inventor's permission, with a patent lasting 20 years. Design ideas can be protected too with copyright or registered design. A copyright symbol is a letter C in a circle. Any design ideas produced are automatically protected by copyright. If anyone wants to reproduce your work, they have to have your permission. A copyright runs out 70 years after the designer's death. A registered design, which protects a design's shape and appearance, stops people copying the work for up to 25 years and applies throughout the EU. This only applies to the look of the product and not the way it works. A designer can register all or just parts of the design, for example the logo or pattern on a product.